Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Tropical Atlantic Marine Weather Briefing for Sunday, April 13th, 2025. Summary for the week ahead, we do not anticipate any gales or significant swell episodes to occur. The main areas that we'll be monitoring are a cold front that will be pushing across our Atlantic waters. That cold front will be producing some strong winds and rough seas up toward 30 north to the south of Bermuda, mainly early this week, including today. And also we'll be watching some pulsing strong winds and rough seas near the coast of Colombia in the southwestern Caribbean. That'll occur through the week. Here are some maps of the current conditions, and you'll see a cold front here stretching from Bermuda down to Hispaniola with some strong southerly winds out ahead of it, some fresh northwesterly winds behind it. Not a lot of high seas on either side of it yet, but those high seas will be coming in here over the next day or so as they build in from the north. Also on the map, you'll notice some fresh winds off the coast of Colombia. Those will be pulsing higher at times. And there are some fresh to strong winds and also some elevated seas off the coast of Central America, mainly northerly winds off the Nicaraguan and Costa Rican coasts. As we go on into Monday, this front's a pretty slow moving front. It'll actually start to stall in its southern extent. That'll push down toward Puerto Rico and the Mona Passage. Some strong southerly winds out ahead of it with the westerly and northwesterly winds behind it. Here you'll see those seas of 8 to 11 feet pushing down toward 27, 28 north, mainly to the south and to the east of Bermuda. You'll see the area in orange off the coast of Colombia, representing some strong winds, and the green shading area on our wave heights indicating some seas in excess of 10 feet. Also note the high pressure off the coast of Florida. This will be pushing from the Gulf of America eastward across Florida and into the Southwest Atlantic, bringing some pretty tranquil conditions to the Southwest Atlantic as well as the Gulf. Moving ahead into Tuesday, the front that we've been talking about will weaken a little bit further, stalling on the southern portion of it, so the winds begin to be less of an issue. We still have some northerly swell coming in back behind it to the south and east of Bermuda. So we'll still have on Tuesday some seas of 8 to 11 feet. The continued pulsing winds and seas in the southwest Caribbean. High pressure dominating the southwest Atlantic as well as portions of the Gulf of America. The next cold front in the southern United States will cause a little bit of winds to increase off the coast of northeastern Florida with some fresh winds there. By the middle of the week, our eastern front is gone. Still some seas of 8 to 10 feet in our northeastern waters. The pulsing winds and seas continue in the Caribbean, and our new front now pushing off the southeastern United States, not really having a lot of impact on the weather, with pretty quiet conditions continuing across a large portion of our waters. Late in the week, we no longer have our features drawn in, but you can kind of see here the cold front is pretty weak, stretching from Bermuda over down to about Cuba. Not a lot of significant weather on either side of the front. The main thing you'll note on the map is the continued pulsing high seas and strong winds off the coast of Colombia. Otherwise, a pretty broad, moderate to fresh trade wind regime with some seas of 8 to 10 feet across our Atlantic waters. Not a lot going on across the rest of the area. Our final map for Friday shows the front fairly weak, making a little bit of eastward progress. Not a lot of change. Broad area of trade winds across the east, pulsing winds across the southwest Caribbean. We're beginning to get a little bit of increasing wind in advance of the next storm system in the United States, bringing some fresh winds to the Gulf of America. Seas maybe 5 to 7 feet by the end of next week, by the end of this week across the Gulf of America. But the bottom line for the week ahead is not a lot of hazardous marine conditions that we're looking at for our tropical Atlantic basin. So stay tuned for our next briefing that will be coming out on Thursday, April 17th. That'll be out to you before 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And thank you for listening.